So I'm going to be standing here, and Ashley, she's going to be standing here. And you're going to run that way, and while you're running, they're going to do the wave with you, right? And I'm going to be running this way, and when I'm running this way, you're doing the wave with me. Ready? Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Good afternoon and welcome to Abu Dhabi for the second Division 1 semi-final encounter in the Unified Football 11-a-side. It's Denmark against Oman for a place in the final against the host nation UAE, who overcame Korea by 3-0 earlier on today. Confirmation then of United Arab Emirates' progress to the final after a 3-0 success over Korea. Denmark and Oman jostling to join them in the showdown on Wednesday evening. Good numbers of supporters for both sides today. Denmark have had a mixed set of results so far. Started off with a comprehensive 8-1 victory over the Indian side, goalless with the United States of America. Oman also have impressed at times. To remind you, it is a case of 30 minutes each way, and then 7.5 minutes each way of extra time if the teams cannot be separated after the allocation of normal time. Thomas Jensen is certainly one of the players to watch from the Danish side. They have plenty of power through the centre, and the pace of the likes of Jonas Roda coming forwards from fullback is a major weapon in their arsenal. Oman, more of a possession-based side from what I've seen so far. It's actually a similar clash to the two playing styles that we saw in the first match here today, with Oman trying to keep possession and Denmark looking for the quicker counter-attacks and to utilise the pace and power that they have in that respect. Fawaz Madit, the number 9, is a focal point for them when he starts. We will see exactly what the starting lineup is very shortly. Oman in the white strip. There is Ali Al-Anbouri. Denmark in their change kit today of the light blue. So we're all set then. The stakes are high. Who will progress to join the United Arab Emirates in the final of the Division 1 playoffs? We have the Division 2 semi-finals coming off after this. In the afternoon session, Jamaica facing Bangladesh and Kenya against Austria. That is all to come, but the main event right now is Denmark against Oman in the second semi-final. We're good to go here.
Ladies and gentlemen, the game is about to start, but before we start, can I hear you say, make some noise?
While we await the countdown for kickoff to officially get us underway.
It's time to count down to kick-off. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
So we are underway then. Denmark in the light blue strip, getting proceedings underway against Oman. These two playing for a place in the final against the host nation UAE, and immediately it is Oman on the attack and very nearly taking the lead through Al-Anbouri. Well, what a start that would have been. Inside of 30 seconds, the number 10 Ali Al-Anbouri twisting and turning and striking a goal, but there was a player in an offside position for Oman who tried to put the ball in the net, but lovely little work from the number 10 there. It's a good save from the keeper as well, and the man who tried to tuck it away from the offside position, as it turned out, Faisal Al-Siabi. What a start. More of the same, please. Certainly no hint that it's going to be a cagey affair, judging by that. Very pleasant conditions in Abu Dhabi, inside Sports City here today, where all of the football is taking place, and the futsal, as well as the tennis too. The opening ceremony took place here, and the closing ceremony is also taking place in the stadium, which is a stone's throw from this football pitch. And again, it's Oman who are asking the questions early on. That looked like a foul, and it has been awarded as well. This is a very impressive start from Oman. Khalid Al-Alawi impeded there. Easy decision for the referee to make. So then, he's already made one good save. Is he going to be forced into action here as well? All the action down at the Danish end. Khalid Al-Alawi, who won the free kick, looks likely to take this one. Al-Alawi waits. Khalid Al-Alawi takes, and well, his reaction tells you all you need to know about that particular effort. The Danish goalkeeper making a fabulous early save, Sebastian Svensson. Again, it's Oman on the attack, but the flag quick to go up on this occasion. Well, Denmark need to get a foothold in the game, because at the moment they are very much on the defensive. And not an ideal clearance in the end there. A little bit of panic coming in. Mohamed Al-Hassani conceding the first corner of the game. Denmark do have quite a physical presence in the centre, and there was an example of that. Christian Holm up from the back, but unable to get that effort on target. That is certainly something that Oman will need to be wary of. Big height advantage that Denmark possess. They've been a threat from set pieces in all of their matches so far. And again, they're on the attack here, but again, the flag goes up. It's a close call. Not easy for the assistant referees with the sunshine as well that we've got here. Picked up by Mohamed Al-Riziki. Touchback by Al-Hassani. Little nick forwards from Al-Alawi. Here's Al-Siabi. Nice turn, Al-Alawi. Was that a foul? Referee says no. Well, maybe a little bit fortunate there, the Danish skipper, Stefan Eriksson. Oh, no, ball through here. There's no flag this time. And Al-Alawi couldn't quite get away. But the covering in the end came from Lucas Conradi. And it was an important intervention as well. Opens up for the shot, and it wasn't a bad effort from Mohamed Al-Riziki. Well, they've asked the questions early on. This was a presentable opportunity. Didn't quite dip enough. Bit of hesitancy at the back. Faisal Al-Siabi eventually deals with it. And neither Al-Alawi or Al-Hassani can keep that in, so it will be a Danish throw. Knocked away by Al-Riziki. Ali Al-Anbouri can't get there in time. And it's back with the keeper, Harim Al-Habsi. Al-Habsi sends it long. And the chase on here, but again the flag goes up. Something they're going to have to watch. Al-Hassani going too early this time for Oman. It's already early on a fair few times they've been caught out by the Danish offside trap. Out from Svensson. Oh, and all the way through. Keeper's got to be quick, and Al-Habsi, alert to the danger, is just that. Al-Habsi. That's come through for Al-Alawi, and he's allowed to advance. Al-Alawi making good ground, going for goal and poking wide. Khalid Al-Alawi. Well, his pace is a concern for Denmark. Just look at how much ground he made up here. Had 2 men in support, but both were offside, so in fact it was the right call to go for goal. Just not the right angle on his finish. Strong start from Oman though. Away by Svensson. And then Eriksson has got onto this and goes down and stayed down. Referee's going to see if he requires some attention here. Foul hasn't been awarded. It's Eriksson is in need of some attention. Stefan Eriksson, the Danish captain, saw him play against the USA here in the group stage game, which finished goalless. Had a very good chance in that, which was repelled by the in-form USA keeper in that game, Ian Hartford. Denmark throw then. It comes to nothing, and Al-Alawi has won the throw back for Oman. 10 minutes gone then. Oman with the better chances. Denmark yet to really get going, you would say. Back to Al-Habsi. Christian Pike with no way through. Al-Alawi, good strength, good pace as well. And great defending too from Christian Holm. In fact, it was Lucas Conradi who made the block. Defending to do for Denmark again. Al-Anbori will take the corner. Al-Anbori's corner. Picked up by Faisal Al-Siyabi. Holm running into traffic. Al-Ruziki. Well, they've got two over here. Al-Anbori, one of them. Al-Anbori, that trademark turn and hit, and it's in! Oh, Sebastian Svensson thought it was going wide, but it's dribbled in, and Oman are in front. What a moment for Ali Al-Anbori, and look at the joy for him and the Oman supporters. The Danish players, meanwhile, telling Sebastian Svensson to keep his chin up. There's still a long time left in this game. No need to feel too disheartened. Al-Anbori with the goal. You have to feel for him. It's just a simple misjudgment. Happens quite often. He thought it was going wide, just got his bearings wrong, and the ball ended up in the net. Oman 1, Denmark 0. You can't help but feel for Sebastian Svensson. He'll celebrate though. Oman looking to push on and double their lead. Oh! And they so nearly do through Al-Alawi. Denmark in danger of being blown away by Oman. They are so direct when they get possession. Charging forwards, and it's almost a fantastic finish. Well, you wonder if Denmark might be thinking of a change of approach already, because they're being swamped in midfield. The extra man that Oman have popped in there, helping them win possession back very quickly as soon as Denmark bring it out from the back. Denmark playing with two central midfielders and two wingers, whereas Oman appear to be operating more of a 4-3-3 formation. Al-Anubi chasing that one. Oman yet again pressing relentlessly. That's easy enough for Harib Al-Habsi. Not had a great deal to do in the first half of the first period. Here's Khalid Al-Alawi, who looks like being the danger man. Al-Hasni. Not enough on that for the run of the somewhat isolated centre forward so far, Thomas Jensen. There is some activity on the bench, and with the temperature just getting up a bit, we didn't have a water break in the earlier games this morning, but we are going to have one now. And his goal separates the sides. Nice turn inside. It's a decent hit, but Svensson would have got there had he not decided to let it go past, believing that it was going to go wide. Agony for him, ecstasy for Oman, and that separates the sides at the break. The Danish coaching staff doing their best to spur Sebastian Svensson on. Being a goalkeeper is a very lonely position when something like that happens. But the 19-year-old athlete is being given all the encouragement he can by the coaching staff and the Danish supporters as well. Well, crowd enjoying themselves. It is a packed house here. The stands are absolutely jammed full. We had a great turnout earlier for the United Arab Emirates victory over Korea in the other semi-final, and we've got a similar turnout for this one as well, as you can see and hear, I'm sure. His goal has Oman in front, and remember they hit the crossbar as well. Back underway then. And maybe that water break came at a good time for Denmark, who have been chasing shadows for the main. Nice little layoff, and Al-Riziki can flick it forwards. Early delivery will go behind. Give Svensson a chance to get hold of the ball. Well, they're starting to sit a little deeper now, Denmark. Perhaps they've been scared a little bit by the high press of Oman. Denmark have a free kick here after, I think, was a high boot from the goalscorer Al Anbouri. We don't have it in store at the moment if Oman go on to win this, but the procedure, if games are level after the normal time of 60 minutes, is 7.5 minutes each way of extra time and then a penalty shootout. We had extra time in the first knockout stage game, Division 3 playoff yesterday between South Africa and Serbia, and then we had extra time and penalties in the following game in Division 3 between India and Rwanda. UAE seeing off Korea in the regulation 60 minutes in the first of the Division 1 semi-finals here this morning. And Oman with their noses in front as we edge towards the 20-minute mark in this one. Remember, there are two more games to come in the afternoon session here at Zayed Sports City. They are the Division 2 semi-finals, Jamaica against Bangladesh and Kenya versus Austria. Oman, though, looking for their second and getting it. Al-Riziki has doubled the lead. Denmark disappointed, and Mohamed Al-Riziki has steered Oman into a very commanding lead. So Mohamed Al-Riziki on hand here. Danish defence looking for offside, didn't get it. Al-Riziki pounced on the hesitation and then steered beyond Svensson. No hope for the keeper with this one. Well, they immediately looked across to the assistant referee. No flag forthcoming, though. And it's a long way back for Denmark now. Well, we know that they've got goals in their side, Denmark. Saw that when they racked up 8 against India in their opening group game. But they have lacked a cutting edge so far. And on the bench, there are a couple of changes about to be made. They really seem to have hit some rhythm, Oman. Al Hassani has it. Short to Araziki, the man who got the second goal, and he's on the move again here. Araziki goes down under the challenge of Jonas Roda. No complaint from the Danish player there about the award of the free kick. Taken short, nearly caught short as well there, Oman. Oh, lovely take there from Alan Puri. Nearly through. Very tricky customer with the ball at his feet. Alan Puri. Is Eriksson. Christian Bike. Again, they're snapping into the challenges. Al Hassani quickly onto the ball there. Eriksson, give and go. Was that a foul? Referee says no. Araziki, I think is going to put the ball out. Well, Denmark unhappy there, I think, because Araziki was feigning to pop the ball out for a throw-in and then tried to carry on. And meanwhile, Mohamed Al Hassani has remained on the deck. They won't want anyone forced off through injury, Oman, given how commanding they've been in this first half. There was the coming together. The Danish players, meanwhile, having a bit of a conference as they assess the damage that has been suffered so far. Fluids being taken on as well. Here's the second goal, the one that Denmark were unhappy about. They were hoping for an offside, it didn't come, and then Al-Raziki steered the ball home expertly. Sunny is back up, and the fans are up as well. Be a bounce ball to get things back underway from the looks of it.
Substitution for Special Olympics Denmark. Coming off number 8, Kasper Kiesgaard, replaced by number 13, Mathias Steffensen.
So the first change, and it's an attacking one, with Kiesgaard unable to put his authority on the game. He was a lively presence in the game against the USA, even though that one ended goalless. And on in his place, the number 13, Mathias Steffensen. Just a clumsy challenge on Khalid Al-Alawi, which has given Oman the free kick as we enter the final 5 minutes in this first half. Denmark can't afford to concede another, you fancy, and they don't need to worry about conceding another from that effort by Ahmed Al Hassani. Lovely conditions here outside Sports City today, where the football is taking place, as well as the futsal and the tennis. Had the opening ceremony at the stadium not far from here, and the closing ceremony taking place as well. The football climaxes on Wednesday, when one of these two teams will be participating in the Division 1 final. The United Arab Emirates are lying in wait. Foul on the buccaneering run from Mohamed Al-Raziki. Well, each team has its respective qualities. You'd say the dribbling ability of a number of the Oman players is something in their favour. This time the flag does go up for the offside Denmark are appealing for. And that's the right call as well. Perhaps Denmark will just be glad to get in 2 goals down at the break, or maybe they could get one back themselves. Eriksson! Great save! The rebound is saved as well. Al-Habsi to the rescue for Oman. Still alive perhaps. Oh, was that a foul on the edge of the box? Referee says no. Al-Anbori. Al-Hassani, finally a spark of life going forwards for Denmark, who felt that there was a foul after this initial flurry. Well, Eriksson, the skipper, with the first time hit, it's on target, good sprawling save from Harib Al-Habsi, and then he was up quickly to block the follow-up from Thomas Jensen as well. Excellent goalkeeping. That was the challenge on the edge of the box on the arriving Matthias Stephensen that Denmark were aggrieved about. Well, that is just what the doctor ordered for Denmark. An effort on goal, and some questions asked of the Oman backline, who have had it pretty easy up until now. Cloud thought about coming, then decided to stay, but the ball was delivered with a foul throw, so it will be a Danish ball. Cloud gets over it. Nielsen's in the centre, as is Eriksson and Jensen and Stephensen. Eriksson rises, rather Jensen rises. Eriksson trying to make something of it now. And Oman have won it back, and this is where they can be dangerous. That's a pretty cynical challenge from the substitute, Matthias Stephensen. Knew what he was doing there to stop the skipper of Oman, Faisal Al-Siabi, in full flight. Al-Sakri. Al-Siabi. Magnus Nielsen now, dispossessed, could be problems here. Al-Alawi flicked into Al-Anburi. They almost got in each other's way there. It's a free kick, goes the way of Khalid Al-Alawi. Chance then for Oman right at the end of the first half. Mohamed Al-Raziki, who already has 1 goal to his name, is over it, as is the other goal scorer, Ali Al-Anburi, who's going to have a strike. It's Mohamed Al-Raziki and Svensson can make the gather. That might be the last action of the half. As we go into additional time. Well, good bend on it, but too close to the keeper. There's the skipper, Al-Siabi. Faisal Al-Siabi. Jensen took too long. Patrick Cloud with the throw. Faisal Al-Siabi. Advantage played. An advantage potentially gained. Al Anbouri closing in. Belted away by Sebastian Svensson. 3 additional minutes at the end of this first half then. Jensen. Conradi. Vemeland. Nielsen. All the way back to Harib Al-Habsi. Not the best of touches from him, and just a heavy touch from Matthias Stephenson and a very obvious foul. Given away, Eriksson. Jensen trying to work it back for Eriksson, who's in the box here. Crowded out. Though he's won the ball back at the expense of a throw. Stephenson, that's a foul. Back to the keeper, Harib Al-Habsi. 30 seconds of additional time to play. Klaug underneath it. Jensen. Jensen, Stephenson, and Al-Habsi with the gather, and that will probably do in terms of the first half, and it will certainly do for Oman. That is the half-time interval then. Oman well on course to reach the final of the men's Division 1 11-a-side unified competition. He got the opening goal. Mohamed Al-Raziki then doubled the advantage. At the break, Oman in charge. It is Oman 2, Denmark 0 at the break. Well, Oman peppering the Danish goal, as you can see there. 5 efforts on target, scoring from 2 of them. Denmark coming back into it as the half wore on and having a couple of opportunities of their own, but Oman good value for their advantage, as the statistics show. Let's have a look back at the highlights then from the first half, and a very pleasant afternoon here in Abu Dhabi. Oman on the front foot from the word go, almost took the lead inside of 30 seconds. Al Anbouri's effort well parried by Sebastian Svensson. What a start that would have been for Oman, but it was a sign of things to come as Oman pushed on and looked for the lead. They found it through that same man, the number 10, Ali Al Anbouri. A moment that Sebastian Svensson will want to forget. The Danish goalkeeper getting his bearings wrong. He thought it was going wide, left the ball, and unfortunately for him and Denmark, it rolled into the net. despair for Denmark, but joy for Ali Al-Anbouri. And Oman had the advantage. They pushed on looking for more and very nearly got a second through Khalid Al-Alawi, who was only a whisker away with this effort that came back off the crossbar. And it really was one-way traffic at this stage. You fully expected another Oman goal to arrive, and it duly did from the boot of Mohamed Al-Riziki. Denmark appealing for offside, which wasn't forthcoming, and he took advantage of that hesitation to steer in their second goal. Nicely finished off, and Oman were absolutely in charge of proceedings then. Denmark did rally and forced a fine save out of Harib Al-Habsi. In fact, two good saves from the Oman keeper. Stefan Eriksson, the Danish captain, with the first effort on goal, and Al-Habsi up quickly to block the follow-up from Thomas Jensen as well. That was about as good as it got for Denmark going forwards, though, and they trailed 2-0 at half-time.
Great job, let's support for Denmark and Oman! The Special Olympics World Games Abu Dhabi 2019 would like to thank our broadcast partners. تتقدم دورة الأولمبياد الخاص الألعاب العالمية أبو ظبي 2019 بالشكر إلى شركائنا في البث الإذاعي. The Special Olympics World Games Abu Dhabi 2019 would like to thank our official suppliers. تتقدم دورة الأولمبياد الخاص الألعاب العالمية أبو ظبي 2019 بالشكر إلى متعهدين الرسميين.
It's a town. You have a palace there, very beautiful, and a florist there in the palace in the middle. Very good, very nice. If you don't have a car, you pick up a train. It's very easy. In the center of Lisbon, you see you pick up a train, go directly to there, 30 minutes traveling, and very beautiful. And if you stay there, go drink beer in the Cyprus or Supermall. Yeah. Elgis Factory is the place to drink beer to night. Elgis Factory. And eat, or eat.
Once again, check this out. Before the players come on the pitch, I think maybe we can use some loud noise so that we can welcome them and give them some power. How about that, ladies and gentlemen? You guys are ready? No. So we're going to do it in division so we can make it louder. So you guys are A, alright? And you guys are B. When I come to you as an A, 3, 2, 1, you give me the loudest. You ready? Alright, here we go. A, on the mark. 3, 2, 1. Alright, let's take that this side. B, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh my God. Hey, I'm sorry, you have to do that. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Wow. One, 3, 2, 1. Oh my God. Alright, and now, all together. 4. You guys are going to come on. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Hello.
We're standing by for the second half of semi-final Division 1, the current score. Special Olympics Denmark 0, Special Olympics Oman 2.
When are we on? Welcome back to the second half then of this football unified semi-final in Division 1. Oman leading Denmark by 2-0, and good value for their advantage as well. What can Denmark do to try and rescue this situation? Well, they've made a change at the start of this second half, for starters, with Nicky back on. Here is Nicky back.
Coming off number 1, Sebastian Svensson, replaced by number 12, Jeppe Jacobsen, and number 4, Christian Beck, replaced by number 10, Nicky Bach. At half-time substitutions for Special Olympics Oman.
Through it goes. Klauk. Al-Riziki. Cut out easily enough by Christian Holm, and he was nearly dispossessed. It's on for Stefan Eriksson now. Here's Holm. Jensen looking for Eriksson, and Eriksson with the foul. Al-Hassani, the man impeded. Easy decision that for the referee. Al-Riziki. Mohamed Al-Siabi. Well, just tried to do a bit too much there, Khalid Al-Alawi. Here's the new goalkeeper for Denmark, Jeppe Jacobsen. And a long-range effort, which was somewhat hopeful from Matthias Stephensen. Well, since his introduction, they have had a bit more about them going forwards, have Denmark. A couple more changes now being readied by Oman. Fawaz Madid being withdrawn. And well, it looked as though they were going to make two changes. Just the one, Murshid Al-Habsi on. And Jacobsen had to make the save. Alan Murray. Nielsen. But Harib Al-Habsi almost found himself in trouble. Away it goes from Harib Al-Habsi then. Nobody up there for Oman. Not quite enough on the back pass, but Jeppe Jacobsen has been able to swing a boot and get it upfield. It's a foul by Jensen. No sign that Oman are just looking to sit on their lead. They want to push on and make absolutely sure of their place in the final. Here's Mohamed Al-Hassani, back to Harib Al-Habsi. Lovely day for it, beautiful weather, excellent conditions, buzzing crowd as well, plenty of local school children in, they're really enjoying the day, and the players feeding off the atmosphere as well. Jakobsen in a hurry to get things back underway. Denmark need to be in a hurry, 2-0 down. Plaug can't keep that in. Well, here is that other change for Oman.
Substitution for Special Olympics Oman.
Mohamed Al-Nabhini looks like the man coming on. Indeed, Mohamed Al-Nabhini is ready. Change not being made just yet, and it might prove to be the right call. Chance for a third! Oh, yes! That is magnificent. It's another for Mohamed Al-Raziki, and it's surely a goal that puts Oman into the final. Well, I think that Denmark were distracted by the potential substitution. They switched off. Mohamed Al-Raziki didn't, and he bent in his second and Oman's third. Sliced through the centre, timed his run well, didn't even need to take a touch, hit it first time, opened up his body beautifully, and that is a superb finish. No hope at all to Jakobsen. Oman now 3-0 up, and that is his last action of the game, would you believe, to score the third goal. Well, what a way to make an exit. 2 goals for Mohamed Al-Raziki and out. He's off, and confirmation that it is Mohamed Al-Nabhini on for him.
Substitution for Special Olympics Oman.
Well, it's going to take something very special from Denmark now. I mean, they can score a handful of goals. They scored 8 against India in their first group game. But bar that double save late on in the first half from Harib Al-Habsi to deny Stefan Eriksson and Thomas Jensen, they have not really threatened in an attacking sense. They have only slightly more than 20 minutes to try and score 3 times. Here's Plaug coming forwards from full-back and going down. Well, Denmark convinced that that should have been a penalty, and the referee is not going to award it. I have to say, at first glance, that looked like a very good shout for a penalty. Here it is again. Well, he makes contact with the man, doesn't seem to make any contact with the ball, Mohamed Al-Nabhini. Only just on from the bench, and the Danish coaching staff unhappy that the penalty wasn't awarded. You can understand their frustration. Referee explaining to the Danish players why he didn't award the spot kick here. Well, looks to me like a penalty all day long. That was the goal that made it 3-0. Fantastic effort. Here's the man who scored twice. Well, good to see some fine sportsmanship between the 2 sets of players, despite them both being desperate to win and make it through to the final. Ali Alanburi there with the Danish captain Stefan Eriksson. You can see how much it means to the Danish players, how disconsolate they are. But as things stand, they are heading for defeat. And Patrick Plough is heading for the touchline here. Not moving very well at all. Well, I'd be very surprised if he continues, given how slowly he's moving. I think he must have landed very awkwardly, the Danish fullback there. So 20 minutes left to play. And Patrick Plough is not the man replaced. It's Christian Holm who's gone off. Jensen gets us back on the way and sportingly returns the ball to the Oman players. Need to be careful of this ball over the top. They've been caught out again. Well, Jensen. Still Thomas Jensen. And frustration getting the better of the big Danish forward there. Perhaps understandable, given the way the game has gone and some of the decisions that they don't feel that they have been getting from the man in the middle. He's had a busy afternoon. Khalid Al-Alawi. Forwards by Al-Anbouri. It's an intelligent pass as well. Oh, and a chance for a fourth here. Great defending. Great goalkeeping as well. This is Thomas Jensen. Ambitious pass, aiming for the run of Vemeland, who can't quite keep it in. Khalid Al-Alawi. And the flag belatedly goes up. Denmark needs something special. Jensen dropping deep to try and make things happen. Oh, and given away in a dangerous area by Jonas Roda. And here is Khalid Al-Alawi, and there is Lucas Conradi. Khalid Al-Alawi. Jensen's foul and a Oman free kick. Mohamed Al-Nabini has made an impression since his introduction from the bench, and he nearly made a goal here. Fine keeping from Jeppe Jakobsen. One substitute denying another. Two in the Danish wall then. It's touched short to Al-Anbouri. Lovely stuff from him. And he's had a go at goal as well, and is forced to save out of Jeppe Jakobsen. But that was a lovely bit of skill and strike from Al-Anbouri, looking for his second goal of the game. Mohamed Al-Raziki, having scored twice himself, to put Oman in this commanding position, 3-0 up with a quarter of an hour left to play. And both semi-finals at the moment set to be won by 3-0, with the host nation UAE victorious over Korea by that. And as you can see there, water needs to be taken on. And as the coach necks some H2O, the players now have a water break due to the hot temperatures here at Zayed Sports City in Abu Dhabi. If you're not familiar with the 11-a-side football competition, at the Special Olympics. It is a unified event, which means it's an inclusive sports program which combines an approximately equal number of Special Olympics athletes, which are individuals with intellectual disabilities, and partners, and they are individuals without intellectual disabilities. And the unified sports has been offered throughout the world and is Special Olympics internationally sanctioned program since 1989. Here is the save from the goalkeeper, Jeppe Jakobsen, and his latest one as well, to keep Al Anfouri at bay from long range as well. But they need more than just good goalkeeping to have a chance in this. They need 3 goals at the other end in less than a quarter of an hour. It would be some story if the Danes could pull it off. They certainly would be the Great Danes if they were to manage it. So Al Anfouri cheering up his teammates, who are closing in on a spot in the final. And that's a easy gather for the substitute goalkeeper for Oman, Taba Al-Buraiki. Again, Matthias Stephenson was leaving a little extra on the keeper. He's not been shy of a challenge, has he? Khalid Al-Alawi, who's, despite not having scored, been arguably one of the most impressive performers. Al-Hassani now, missed the pass. Magnus Nielsen can't find a way through, so it's a Denmark throw. Magnus Nielsen back to Thomas Jensen. It's going to come to Stefan Eriksson, but his control lets him down. Taba Al-Buraiki. Al-Hassani. Over the top for the pace of Al-Alawi, and he'll get there. He's onside. Angle against him. Needs some support. He's got 2 players arriving in there, but neither of them can make anything of it. Still alive here for Oman, though. That is until the no-nonsense clearance from Jonas Roda. That's ambitious, and it wasn't a million miles away from Faisal Al-Siyabi. Skipper trying to get in on the act. Sat up for the hit. Would have been some goal. We have seen some tremendous strikes throughout the 11-a-side unified competition. Jeppe Jakobsen upfield. Magnus Nielsen. Here's Thomas Jensen. Danish free kick. Taken by Thomas Jensen. And it's come all the way through to Eriksson, who couldn't capitalise on the chance. Here come Oman. Al-Kazmi given away to Magnus Nielsen. Nicky back chasing, but beaten to it. Faisal Al-Siyabi. is Stefan Eriksson. Stefansson chasing. And coolly done by Mohamed Al Hassani under pressure here. Dealt with a little shove in the back as well. It's Nicky back with the throw, got good distance on it as well. Helped on by Conradi, the centre-back up there as a centre-forward. Needs must now for Denmark, but Conradi could be caught out here. We know what Oman are like on the counter, but they've wasted that opportunity as we go into the final 10 minutes. Denmark needing a bit of a miracle. Faisal Al-Siyabi is caught, the two skippers coming together there. Just clipped his heels, Stefan Eriksson. Interesting clearance. So in case you missed it earlier, the host nation, United Arab Emirates, winning their semi-final in Division 1 3-0. Oman 3-0 up in this one against Denmark. So for all intents and purposes, United Arab Emirates against Oman will be the Division 1 final. Have the semi-finals in Division 2 coming up for you in the afternoon session here at Zayed Sports City. Jamaica against Bangladesh, the first of those semi-finals, followed by Kenya against Austria. Well, possession play now from Oman. They don't need to do anything more than just keep the ball. It's frustrating for Denmark, frustrating for Vemeland as he tried to make the challenge. Conradi cuts it out. Conradi has possession. Lucas Conradi. Thomas Jensen. Away from the challenge neatly. Gets the cross in as well. Promising, and that's a good, strong gather from Taba Al-Buraiki. Couldn't be brought under control by Murshid Al-Habsi. Magnus Nielsen's throw. Keeper under pressure here. And dealt with it well. Forwards by Roda. Now it's Lucas Conradi. Back to Jonas Roda. Nielsen. Nicky back. Used his strength well there. Khalid Al-Alawi. Deserved a goal for his play. Is he going to have a chance to find one here? Just bit off more than he could chew. With only 6 minutes left to go, Oman just running down the clock. This will do for them. Down at the Danish end. Jakobsen can't pick it up. That's a back pass. Well, he can't pick up a back pass or a throw. I think he just had a lapse of concentration there. Stefan Eriksson is across, and their complaints are going to fall on deaf ears. Well, throw-ins are also balls that you're not allowed to pick up. Well, we'll have another look at that in a minute. Referee adding on time. It's an indirect free kick for Oman. The angle isn't too handy for them, so it's not as though Jeppe Jakobsen has given away too big a chance by picking up that back pass. Khalid Al-Alawi over it. He's got Mohamed Anabini in support. Well, they're insisting that the Wolves not back the full complement. We're into the final 5 minutes now. And it's over the top from Mohamed Al-Nabini. And Denmark certainly feel as though justice was done with that free kick coming to nothing. Touch short and tucked over the top. And after all of that, there's only 4.5 minutes of normal time left to play, and Oman 3-0 ahead and looking for more. Al-Alawi, look at the pace. Here is Khalid Al-Alawi again. Through it goes, and there's no flag, but Jeppe Jakobsen out quickly to smother the danger as Al-Anburi looked for his second goal of the game. Thomas Jensen. Stefansson. Deflected, it's a corner. May as well get the keeper up there. Stefansson will deliver. Well defended. Gathered by the keeper, Al-Buraiki. Free kick for Denmark then, and a chance to snatch a consolation perhaps. It's not going to be anything more than that, given the match situation. Magnus Nielsen over it. Magnus Nielsen looking for a teammate, and Thomas Jensen's header was on target. Tuba Al-Buraiki gathers. There's a well-worked routine that. He did well to direct the header on target. Jeppe Jakobsen has come out and has put it out. 2 minutes of normal time to play. Well, tempers have been boiling, and a little set to there. Generally, it's been played in very good spirit with plenty of sportsmanship. But with a place at the final at stake, you can understand when things do fray the tempers slightly. Al-Alawi and Al-Anburi over it. Al-Alawi in. Another long-range strike from the skipper. It's Faisal Al-Siabi off target. Given away, and here's a chance for further gloss to the scoreline. Jakobsen's save, and the rebound is cleared by Magnus Nielsen. Who was fouled. Well, it was Mohamed Al-Nabhiri who had the shy at goal. Jakobsen's parry Well, it's just a case of how much additional time there's going to be, which is 3 minutes. And it's not going to be enough for Denmark to turn this game around. Oman will face the United Arab Emirates in the final of the Division 1 competition. Magnus Nielsen towards Stefansson. Keeper took his time and Stefansson closed him down, but it will be a goal kick. Taken short. Al Hassani. Free kick. Well, he's been snapping into the challenges, Matthias Stefansson, ever since he came on from the bench, and the referee just telling him to calm down. No need for him to pick up a caution at this late stage of proceedings. That's why he received the talking to. Alambori, that's a foul. Well, a minute of additional time remains, and it's just a matter of course now, going through the motions. Or is there still a hunger to add to the scoreline? Thomas Jensen says that he got the ball, referee disagrees. Oman free kick, and quite possibly the last kick of the game. Again, Denmark unhappy with the referee's version of events. Well, last few seconds of extra time, of additional time. Nasser Al-Sakri goes for it, and very nearly added to the scoreline, but that is the last kick of the game. A comfortable victory for Oman, who have seen off Denmark by 3-0. Goals from Al-Anbori and then 2 from Al-Raziki, sealing their progress to a final place where they will face the United Arab Emirates. The full-time score then is Denmark 0, Oman 3. Well, you can see there Oman had a lot more of the game, 4 times as many efforts and 3 times as many efforts on target as Denmark. You can't say that they didn't deserve to progress to their place in the final, where they will face the United Arab Emirates. Disappointment then for Denmark, who were well beaten in the end. Oman can now plan for their final against the UAE, which takes place on Wednesday evening. Danish players still in good spirits despite the defeat. Here are the highlights then from the game. Denmark were almost on the back foot inside of 30 seconds when this man, Ali Alambouri, forced a save from Svensson, and then Sebastian Svensson with a nightmare moment for himself where he thought that Alambouri's effort was drifting wide. It was in fact on target, and he allowed it to roll into his net for the opening goal of the game. Disappointment for him and jubilation for Oman, and they doubled their advantage not long after that. Mohamed Al-Raziki getting through as Denmark waited for an offside flag that didn't come, and a calm finish ensured that it was 2-0 to Oman. Just a suggestion that they may have had a case with the offside call, but it wasn't forthcoming, and the goal stood. Denmark had a flurry just at the end of the first half when Al-Habsi had to be alert to keep Thomas Jensen out, and also the earlier strike from Stefan Eriksson. Opportunity knocked though for number 3, and it was taken in some style. Mohamed Al-Raziki with his second of the game to effectively seal Oman's progress through to the final. It was his last action actually, because immediately after finding the back of the net with this fabulous finish, he was substituted. Denmark couldn't really lay a glove on the Oman goal. This was as good as it got for them in the second half, but a comfortable save for the substitute keeper Tuba Al-Buraiki. Could have been more actually. Oman had their chances. The sub-keeper Jappe Jakobsen making a couple of smart saves. That was one of them, but it didn't affect the outcome. Oman making comfortable progress through. Handshakes and smiles at the end as it finished Denmark 0, Oman 3. Thank you. Well, there is the table. United Arab Emirates through to the final to face Oman, both winning by 3-0 in their semi-finals earlier. That match will take place on Wednesday here at Zayed Sports City. Still to come this afternoon, the Division 2 semi-finals, which are Jamaica against Bangladesh and Kenya against Austria. Those semi-finals coming up this afternoon. Join us for those, but we'll leave you for now with these fine scenes of the Oman celebrations at their place in the final. Good afternoon.
Thank you.